What up, everybody? It's your boy HighIQGamez, chilling with the big homie.
What's good? What it do, everybody? This is Ghosey Jr. underscore gaming. And yes, we are back with another video for you guys, and we are brothers in gaming.
Streams, link
Right?
down in the description below.
And below, that's right.
Also, you already know we do reviews and reactions.
That's
I don't have
right.
to tell y'all.
Yeah.
But I will say this: like, subscribe, and comment. Please, all support is appreciated.
Definitely.
All feedback is welcome.
Definitely.
We definitely read the comment section. Any chance we get to read a comment, we enjoy it. We enjoy giving y'all our feedback.
That's right.
Back to y'all and our thoughts. So
Yeah.
continue. It's all welcome. It's all appreciated.
Yeah, that's what we look for, man. You guys give us that feedback. We continue to drop you guys hot content.
Definitely. So this is our official review of Jedi Survivor. Now, I was able to play the predecessor, Jedi Fallen Order, and these games with gameplay, to me, in my opinion, is night and day. Way more fluid, way more abilities, way more, force powers. I guess that goes in with abilities, but I couldn't help myself. Force powers, lightsaber abilities. He's even got a grappling hook this time around, which just adds to the traversal of the world. The worlds are so much more detailed. Also, I want to piggyback. All gameplay seen in this video is from the first couple hours of the game. I am about 6 hours into the story in my playthrough, and I believe my homie is about 5.5 hours, just a little bit behind me. So we're pretty, into the beginning, getting to the cusp of what the game is about. This game takes place 10 years after the predecessor, so Cal has definitely matured. He's definitely become more of a force with the force. He's definitely very agile. You can tell off rip he's way more powerful, and I do appreciate that. Thank you, EA Respawn, for giving me the ability to feel like a Jedi that has had time to hone his skills and master his lightsaber. Because most games, like a God of War, one of my most beloved titles, you start off every game and you're kind of dumbed down, and that kind of like ruins it, because it's like I did all this grinding to make him super powerful. Now you give me some lame excuse why he's weak. Here in this title, that is not the case. Off rip, Cal feels powerful, feels more in touch with the force. I will say one thing I do love about this game is the fact that the finishers, the way you can dismember, the way you can just finish off enemies, it's so satisfying. And sometimes it feels like, man, how did I just do that? Or how is Cal doing this? Because it's unexpected. It's not really like a set, finisher every time. It's different finishers depending on which lightsaber stances. That's another thing I would like to talk about. There's numerous, I believe 5 stances in this game. I've had the ability to play with 3 of them. So far, my favorite so far is dual wielding. Very, very fluid, very amazing. I'm trying to keep my review, my thoughts, to a non-spoilerish type, because I want you guys to experience it for yourselves. So if you hear me trying to figure out what I'm trying to say, it's because I'm trying not to tell you guys, every little thing about this game, because this is not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give you guys a solid spoiler-free review if I can, if possible. Also, I've been able to visit 2 of the worlds. I believe the first one is Coruscant, if I'm not mistaken. And the second one is Kobo, something of that nature. And it's more of a vegetation and rocky world. Has a lot of animal life. You see a lot of monsters and a lot of animals roaming, and you come in contact with a lot of different enemies. And that is another thing I enjoy about this, is the enemy variety. Definitely tons of enemies. There's tons of scenarios. Every corridor might lead to a boss battle. I've come across numerous mini bosses in this game already in my first 6 hours. You know, it's unbelievable. It's
Yeah.
an unbelievable experience. The customization, I haven't really been able to dive deep into that, but maybe my homie um, over here, my co-host in this, can tell y'all more about the customization during his time to talk. Also, I will say this is a beautiful game. There are some major issues with performance. HDR as well is having some issues. My game doesn't look as pretty as the game that he's playing. I guess my edition is just not optimized enough, for my television. So maybe that'll get improved with updates.
Right.
And I guess the last thing I would like to talk about is um, the story. The story is solid so far. It's starting to open up a bit. We find out a lot of secrets, and the fact that all this was happening, you know, while Darth Vader's out there, the Emperor, the Empire, and all that, makes for, like, man, I didn't realize all this stuff was happening in the background, that led to the fall of the Empire, So, um, yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and give my review score now. I give it a 9.5 out of 10, just due to the fact that there are a lot of performance issues going on with this game, and it needs to be fixed ASAP, or this game is probably unplayable for a lot of people. So,
Right.
9.5 out of 10, 10 out of 10 if they fix those issues. All right, bro. Go ahead, bro.
I appreciate it, bro. Well, I mean, he said most of what about what I'm about to say. It developer Respawn Entertainment, awesome job. Engine is Unreal Engine 4. So it's not the 5, but it still looks amazing. So do not, regret picking this title up. Um I'm not having no issues as far as, the visualization. It looks great. It's solid. Um, Now they did implement or add dismemberment to the stormtroopers or your enemies. You like with the finishers, they have a set of new finishers or just new combos in general. My favorite as well is the third stance that's unlocked in this title. Compared to his predecessor is the dual wielding. I love it. It's a lot. It's a lot quicker, and it's devastating. He's not a Padawan anymore, guys. He has matured. He's grown into like a powerful Jedi Knight. So, like homie said, you can see it and you can actually feel it as well. Um, it's an action adventure game. If this is that type of game that you like, hey, definitely pick it up. You will not regret it. I love it. I don't really have any gripes. I mean, get this the gameplay is solid, the story is solid, it's cinematic. They implement cinematic elements into the fighting as well, so it's really like you're in the movie. He referenced the Coruscant. I'm glad that they brought that world into this game because I've seen Coruscant on Mandalorian, the Andor, on Disney Plus. So I wouldn't mind seeing this character Cal, have his own show. Maybe this coming out. Maybe he'll be featured in one of the shows that's out now or something that's coming out. Who knows? So I love that. It's it's a beautiful game. It's fluidity. They know what they're doing. If it's not broke, don't fix it. So they stuck to their gun and they're doing. Obviously, I feel like they did listen to the community as far as implementing certain nuances, adding different things, better customizations. You can change his shirt. Yeah, they even brought back his original outfits from the predecessor from Jedi Fallen Order. So I just unlocked that. So I have dabbled more into the customization compared to the homie. But that's just me. I love customization. So what else can I say about customization? But outside of that, I like it. I love it. I give it because of my experience as of now. I'm just gonna give it a 10 out of 10. I mean, I don't really have anything bad to say about this title right now. So
Definitely, definitely. So we both are definitely enjoying it.
yeah,
Highly recommend this game.
definitely,
If you were a Star Wars fan, highly
definitely.
recommend it. If you're not, highly recommend it just for a good time.
Right, right.
Um,
Try something different.
Definitely, definitely. Last thing, I had said that earlier, but I would like to say BD1 actually, has a few more uses this time around. He's utilized a whole lot more in this title.
Yeah.
Also,
You can have a companion too.
yes, there are companions in this game.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of aspects to this game that really make it a shining Star Wars game and a very complete title.
Right.
So
Right.
we don't want to hold you guys too long. We just wanted to give our thoughts.
Appreciate you guys coming through.
I appreciate anybody that comes through,
Definitely.
watches our video, gives us a thumbs up, writes a comment, gives us feedback. Like I said, like, subscribe, and comment. It's been real.
Definitely.
Brothers in Gaming, and we out.